If you remember the video I did a few weeks ago featuring Wyze Cam 2, then you already have a jumpstart on today's video, which is all about the $30 Wyze Cam Pan. This is a new camera that's launching today, but thanks to Wyze Cam, I've been testing it for a couple of weeks. It's important to point out that I've been using a beta version of the app, so take what I experienced and expect things to get even better. In the box, you'll find one Wyze Cam Pan equipped with a universal mount. It also ships with a quick start guide, USB cable, and a power adapter. Installing Pan was breezy and took less than 2 minutes since I already had the Wyze Cam app in place. Speaking of Wyze Cam, Pan and Wyze Cam 2 share a lot of the same features, but they aren't exactly the same. The biggest difference is that Pan can pan and tilt mechanically and robotically. It's also bigger. At night, Pan uses 6 infrared LEDs as compared to Wyze Cam 2, which uses 4. Can you tell the difference? During the day, Pan offers a full HD 1080p video resolution using a 120-degree field of view. Of course, when you use its pan and tilt abilities, your field of view expands. Though Pan is a PTZ camera, zoom is achieved digitally. Pan and tilt, however, are not. There are 3 features tied into Pan's PTZ ability, starting with control using the app. For example, you can press right to pan right and up to tilt up, or you can use your finger to swipe the feed and move the camera around. You can even customize Pan's pan speed. At its fastest, it can pan 110 degrees per second, which means that it can provide a 360-degree view in about 3 seconds. While this is handy, automating the process is more fun, and the first way you can automate the process is by creating a pan scan. Think of pan scan as preset locations for your camera. When you turn pan scan on, the camera will rotate between your 4 preset locations, spending 10 seconds on one location before moving on to the next. This allows the camera to monitor a wider area and provide better security coverage. The final way you can automate the pan tilt process is by enabling motion tracking. Motion tracking allows the camera to robotically track motion that's within its field of view. This works when you have the camera set to a lock location and also when you're using a pan scan. I first tested the camera in an area where it had to monitor a full 360 degrees. It was easy to trick the camera and hide from its view. I found that the camera performed better when I didn't walk behind it, as its motion sensors are located on the front of the camera. If I stayed in front of the camera, it did a much better job of keeping up, even if I moved quickly. 2 final issues with motion tracking. 1, I noticed that when the camera follows motion, it tends to lose focus, becoming slightly pixelated. This could be due in part to its lower frame rate. Like Wyze Cam 2, Pan records at 15 frames per second. 2, panning is not a silent process. As the camera moves, it makes a motorized sound which is audible in the room and on recordings. Going back to the basics, Pan shares most of its features and shortcomings with Wyze Cam 2. And as we just went over those not too long ago, I'm going to go through them quickly, but not deeply. Pan offers 2-way audio, a motion detection zone, motion tagging, sound detection, sound recognition, local storage, and 14 days of free cloud storage. If you add an SD card, it can record continuously and offers the time-lapse creation feature. One thing I learned this time around is how the Wyze Cam app behaves when you have multiple cameras. First of all, you can only stream 1 camera at a time. Second, both cameras will record event-based activity to the same library, but you can filter clips by camera. Event-based clips are 12 seconds in length and can be downloaded, shared, or deleted from the mobile app. Third, push notifications are one size fits all. While you can control motion detection on a camera-by-camera basis, turning push notifications on or off will affect all of your Wyze Cam cameras. To wrap this up, the fact that Wyze Cam turned out a product like this for $29.99 is bananas, but so is their $20 Wyze Cam 2. If you're trying to choose between the two, I vote for Wyze Cam 2. But only because I prefer its smaller, more discreet design, and I found Pan's panning noise a little distracting. If you're strictly considering Wyze Cam Pan, then my vote is yes, buy it. So long as you can deal with the shortcomings I've outlined in this video and the ones it shares with Wyze Cam 2, which I pasted in the description below. But I'll also add this. Wyze Cam continues to make these cameras better. They've pushed out so many wonderful updates over the past few weeks, and I have no doubt that both Pan and Wyze Cam 2 will improve with time. So with that in mind, I think it's a pretty safe choice considering that it's only $30. Y'all have any questions about Pan, let me know in the comment section below, and I will see y'all soon.